What is up, team? Hope you had a fantastic weekend. It is currently Easter, so the markets are still slightly a little bit slow, so not expecting too much, but just going to give you an all-round update on the major dollar pairs. By the way, thanks for Friday letting me know where everybody's from. It was super interesting and always fun to meet you and get to know you a little bit better. So with that said, let's just dive in and see what is next. And by the way, if you want to send me a message, you can always reach out to me on Instagram, link in the description down below. So euro dollar, first of all, our favorite pair, euro dollar, just really kind of moved slightly down lower in towards the downside. So at the moment, what we know is that fractal structure is bearish. So here we saw a fractal break in towards the downside. So what does this mean? It means this is currently the fractal high. So overall, what we can then notify or note down is that this is kind of allowed the supply zone that we're in, hence why we're moving in towards the downside. Okay, so as long as this high is respected, we should continue down lower in line with the overall order flow. This demand zone is keeping price up, so we're kind of trading in between the supply that I just drew in and this area of demand, but obviously we would expect the market to head down lower. Overall, this over here is your break of structure. So this is the break of structure, meaning that at the moment this is your 4-hour swing high over here. So this is the 4-hour swing high, and we've then created a break of structure. This I would just consider in the overall push down. I'm not going to consider this one single candle like a pullback, hence why this is just a change of character, not a BOS. So overall, we should just continue down lower as long as this high holds. If the high breaks, then potentially a push in towards supply, and then, for example, a push down lower, because then we're just going to be liquidating, for example, the high over here. So that is kind of what I'm looking for on EURUSD. For now, just going to be continuously looking for shorts further down lower. So that is it pretty much for EURUSD. You guys know what the daily is doing. Daily is still bearish. Daily does have potential to pull up. Maybe we already pulled back up in towards its overall buy before the sell. If you look at that doji candle in the middle, so in line with the daily, we do expect further downside. So let's keep on anticipating that as long as the overall order flow and structure holds. Now going in towards the dollar index, I was looking for the dollar index to reach 105 approximately, and we're still pretty much en route to do so. If we look at the 4-hour over here, this was the demand zone which I drew in on Friday, I think. This sell and then a big buy. As you can see, price kind of stalled inside of there and has been moving out. But again, market is just ranging and a little bit slow over here if you look at the 15-minute time frame. So since Thursday afternoon, actually, we've just been consolidating, not really moving. So let's just wait. At the moment, this area of supply, if I just expand it, because I'm using my mouse laptop, if we are able to move out of this supply zone, obviously we'll start pumping because this supply zone is currently suppressing price. So just stuck in between supply and demand over here. So let's just wait for a breakout in either direction. That's pretty much just it for the dollar index, but you guys know what we're looking for on the 4-hour. Continuation in towards 105 there at the top, in line with the overall market structure. Now, heading down in towards AUDUSD. So AUDUSD over here has moved slightly up higher. As we can see, still this high is being respected, the 4-hour fractal high. Keep in mind, 4 hours still bullish though from this low in towards this high. So it means that we could potentially see a reversal further in towards the upside, but for that we need to see some bullish momentum come in. When will the bullish momentum likely come in? That is once we break this supply zone. So once that supply zone is broken, we break supply and we also break the fractal high. So we break fractal structure, and then we would look for a further long, at least back up in towards this supply zone over here. So that's what I would be looking for. For now, shorts, but until or when we break that fractal high, then obviously look for those longs. We can kind of see this ascending corrective price action. If we break this low over here, I am happy to look for a further short. Until then, just wait. That is my advice. So that's Aussie dollar, very simply said. Moving on in towards pound dollar. So pound dollar here on the 4-hour, still ranging in between the low and the high, as I mentioned on Friday. Very, very slow. I'm not really doing anything with this until we break out of this supply zone or break below this demand zone, because in between we're just really gambling. Obviously what you could do is draw in the range trading tool. So just trade from the 75 to the 25% mark. So over here, what I have is the 75% mark as your resistance, 25% mark as your support. So keep an eye on trading in between those levels. So sell from there, buy from there, and just wait and see, okay, do we move in towards that 75% mark, look for change of character, and then short, and then also vice versa goes for 25% mark. and then you can get some nice trades in. So that is what I would be looking and keeping my eyes out for. So an example is over here, where you have this supply zone which broke the fractal low over here. Then you get tagged in, and then you just trade it back down in towards the 25% mark. And obviously over here on the 25% mark, there's no like tag in any way whatsoever. But just an example on how you can capitalize on trading like that. Overall, for the 4-hour time frame, again, still the same analysis as on Friday. There's no real demand zone over here to like really reverse price all the way in towards the highs. So let's just wait and see what happens. So NZDUSD next. So NZDUSD has still been moving down lower. As we can see, we're currently still inside of this supply zone. Similar to AU, this is your fractal high. As long as the fractal high is respected, we should head down lower, and we are looking then to reach this area of daily demand next, and especially to take out this swing low over here at 0.59406. So that is what I'm looking for on NU. So in the meantime, just keep an eye out for 15-minute shorts. That is looking better. Broke structure here. So potentially from, for example, here you could look for a short today on NU. That is what I would be looking for. Going in towards gold, last of all, it's just pumping. Yeah, I mean, this is why I'm not really trading at the moment too much. Like, we're at all-time highs, so yeah, what would you want to do? There's no supply to short from, and where are you going to buy in towards? Obviously, you can just set a fixed target on a 1 to 3, but then again, after this break of structure over here, you would preferably want to be looking for a short. So I'll just be waiting to trade gold until we kind of like enter this range again over here. Then I'll be looking for a long once again. If you want to short it, just try and short the overall momentum play and wait for clear structure to be broken and for clear supply zones to be broken, and then wait, for example, this demand zone to get taken out. Then see if supply is validated over here by seeing a reaction and a break of structure, and then short on the second break of structure and supply zone. That is what I would advise. So thanks guys for watching today. Again, wish you all a fantastic day, and speak to you inside Discord. Thanks.